Waco educator and broadcaster E.P. Garth, also a prolific writer, penning 4 novels which revolve around a private eye named Pat Cassidy. E.P. joins me now. Your Texas-based novels, they're inspired by Robert B. Parker.
Absolutely.
Is that correct? And you've read all of his writing.
Everything that he's done, and you know, he passed away in 2010. People continue still to write for him. The Spencer novels and the J.C. Stone novels continue. So they're still great reads, even though he's not with us anymore. But Robert B. Parker was absolutely my inspiration.
Well, when did you know you wanted to write, that you had stories in you that needed to get out?
Well, I always wanted to write. My high school English teacher, Kay Weathers, was very instrumental in supporting, giving me encouragement to write, and always felt like I could write a book. And so I kind of toyed around with the idea, and I came up with this collection of characters I thought that I could put down in print, and that people would enjoy the interesting things that would happen to them and how they would get out of tight, you know, situations and stuff like that. So it's been fun. It started off as kind of a lark, and actually I worked on my first manuscript, had 35 chapters written, and put it down for about 12 years. Oh. And I had friends in Louisiana that we read it to them, and they encouraged me to finish it. Mm-hmm. So we finished it and published it, and then the series began. All
right, and so your latest one, Out of Bounds, what's that about?
Well, there's a young man by the name of Anthony Washington, and he's drafted second in the NFL draft by the Dallas Cowboys. Now, you got to keep in mind this is 1976.
Okay, they're period works.
They're period one, and they take place one right after the other. Mm-hmm. So the character ages really slowly. He's 27 years old, and he's going to stay that way.
Oh, okay. Well, why not? Why not? But your other, story ideas, where do you come up with these? I understand you already have a 5th book halfway written.
Right, and it's called On the Ropes, mm-hmm. and we, yes, haven't worked on it since August, but I wanted to get a little mileage out of this book mm-hmm. Before I finish that next one. But it's an interesting story, and Pat works for. He worked for a billionaire by the name of Jeb Glasscock, and also takes cases on his own. And Jeb Glasscock has his hand in just about everything, and so he's like an investigator for him. And one of his investments is the Dallas Cowboys. And so Anthony Washington is a draft choice. Come to find out, though, his grandfather is involved in gambling. Oh. And that's a big no-no.
Okay, so yeah, you've got a lot of intrigue involved with this. How can folks get a copy of your book?
Well, you can check it out at the Waco Public Library, mm-hmm. And all the books are there. And you can also go to my website, patcassidynovels.com, and you can order them online through our publisher, Book Locker. And also, they'll be available at the Fable Bookshop and Cafe when it opens in sometime early summer. It's my daughter's business. She's in business with Allison Frenzel, and they're going to open up that bookshop. It's going to be at 215 West 5th Street.
Mm-hmm. Down kind of close to
and it's
where everything's happening.
So they'll be available there as
yeah.
well. In fact, we have not had a Waco book signing for this book. Mm-hmm. And we've been waiting until they open up.
So it'll be then. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
When we come